Okay, now for the reinstallation of everything. First off, on my secondary clutch spline, I'm going to put just a little bit of grease. Because that just kind of presses up there, rides on there, and it looks a little rusty looking. I wiped it down with a wire brush, and this is supposed to be a pretty dry area. From time to time, one time I got it in some real deep water and flooded it out. I learned real quick that I shouldn't be out doing stuff. I'm going to tear my machine up. I'm also going to put a little light coat of grease on this spline, the front spline. A little bit on this spline. This should be plenty. The problem I have, I don't know if you guys ever seen them. They call themselves the Soggy Bottom Boys, and they get out on four-wheelers and going through big mud holes and water holes, and those guys do that and get me thinking I can do that, and then I always wind up with my stuff getting tore up. It's just not working for me. Alright, now let's put, your belt's got an arrow on it. Your belt should only go one way. I should have mentioned that in the beginning, because even if somebody puts it on backwards, it's supposed to go back on how it came off. Mine's got an arrow and it was installed proper. These are supposed to go on about the same time. This one's got spline, so you gotta, there we go. Okay, we'll just put the back one on. Remember, that's regular thread. I just looked in my service manual. I actually have a service manual, because I've seen a couple different things online. People said the torque specs for this was supposed to be. And I have a factory service manual, and both of them says 69 foot-pounds for the primary and the secondary. And it also shows the tool that's made to take both of these apart. It's kind of interesting. If I'd done this, turned it the wrong way. If I'd done this, you know, for a living or something, it wouldn't be bad. One tool goes in here and you hold it, and the other one you take a couple of these off and it half moons around. You know, actually, you could make stuff like that. I've got a plasma torch and I could actually cut it out, and if I was to, you know, do this more often, I probably would, but hopefully I don't have to come in here, but, you know, very, very rarely to service my belt. And that's it. And let me get the torque wrench and get it set up, and we'll torque them down, put the cover back on, and see what we think. Okay, torque them down. Remember, the first one has left-handed threads, so it's going to be turned this way. I'm using a Craftsman torque wrench. God, 69 is a lot more than what you'd think. Oh man. nervous about this. There it went. Okay, everything's torqued down. I didn't think that you guys necessarily needed to see all that. Surely you know how to torque it down. You just turn your torque wrench on and twist the bolt till it clicks. Yeah, that's it. Now the only thing left to do is to put the cover back on. And it's pretty easy, so I'm gonna stop the video, put the cover back on, and we'll pick up from there. There it is, folks. The finished product. Got everything plugged back up. Got the boot back on. Got all the bolts tightened back up. Not going to show you for test drive today. It's dark outside. Perks have been in Alaska. It gets dark. It's actually, we got more daylight now, and it's staying daylight to about 4 o'clock, but it's about 5:30. So I'm just going to put the how-to together video, and then one day I'll show you and get you out, which is the main thing I bought it was to put on the four-wheeler and stuff like that. So thank you for watching, and like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment. Preferably constructive criticism is okay. If you're just running your mouth, don't even waste your time. And positive comments is always acceptable. Thank you, and have a good day.